Hi, my name is Mula Garima, and I'm a team leader with AmeriCorps NCCC, the Prairie Point campus. And I'm really excited to be here, Patrick, to interview you 6 months into your term.
Well, thank you, Mulu, for your service, for all the great work you're doing at NCCC, and thank you for being part of the national service experience for all our programs, all the people out there who are really making a difference. We couldn't do it without you, so thank you very much.
So, Patrick, looking back at the past 6 months, what are your major accomplishments?
You know, it's been a great 6 months here at the corporation. I'm fortunate to be here. I'm fortunate to lead the corporation at this time. I think that some of the things I'm most proud about is building a great team. We've brought on some wonderful people, built a strategy office, built out the CEO's office, brought in program directors. And what's great is, it was hard to do, but I wanted to find new leadership that could match and complement the existing team we have. And because we have such a high quality team, an exacting team, a team that is really committed to doing right by members and by communities, it was important to me that the new team members match that spirit, match that work ethic, and match that intellect. A couple other things I'm really proud of is that we've already been able to put out $420 million in grants through Learn and Serve, through AmeriCorps, Vista, Senior Corps. We've got new programs that we've stood up, like the Nonprofit Capacity Fund. Our Volunteer Generation Fund is going to be going out soon. Summer of Service grants have gone out. So I feel like we're really accomplishing what we set out to do, but there's a lot of work ahead. We still have much things to do. But we're on the right track.
You've been on the road a lot recently. What's it been like seeing our programs, and what have you learned about our field?
You know, one of my favorite things to do is to get out of Washington and get out into communities and see what people are doing. It's really one of the best parts of this job. As you know, I started my work out in communities, working around Lake Okeechobee in South Central Florida, on Maryland's Eastern Shore, on the streets of Baltimore. And so getting back out into the community is something that I love to do. I've been to 7 states and 15 communities in the past 6 months, talking about our strategic plan, visiting our members, visiting our nonprofits we work with. And what's always interesting to me, what really gets me jazzed up and gives me a lot of passion, is to see the energy that our members bring to their work, the passion, the excellence they bring. So I was visiting a Senior Corps program in Texas, and seeing folks, a Senior Companions program, seeing folks working there was just amazing. I think about the site visits I did to the Denver NCCC campus, to the Vicksburg campus, and just the passion and the energy that folks are bringing. Vista programs I've seen across this country, Learn and Serve programs. It's just amazing to me. It is absolutely amazing to me that people do this work every day, that they work on making a difference, that they work on caring about their communities, but more than that they continue to commit themselves to making a difference in communities and people's lives throughout this country, and that's a wonderful thing.
You've talked about how this moment is different, that there is something big happening with service right now. How do you see this happening?
Yeah, I think this is an important moment for service. First of all, you have a president and first lady who grew up with an ethos of service, who believe in service and bring everything that they do with service. Second, I think you have leadership throughout this country, cabinet secretaries, mayors and governors, leaders in communities who believe and understand that service is a critical, essential role in solutions in this country. You have baby boomers, you have young people, all who want to serve. We know, for example, that almost 64 million people volunteered last year. 64 million people, the largest increase in volunteering since 2003. So people want to serve. Our role right now, is to take that energy, take this moment, and make something happen with it. Make a difference in communities. Ensure that we're focusing on outcomes, focusing on results, but most importantly, making sure that every American have the opportunity to make a difference in his or her community.
There's a lot of talk about the oil spill on the Gulf Coast and the impact it's having on people's lives and the environment. What are your feelings on this?
You know, what's happening in the Gulf is tragic. This is an area that has seen so much trouble over the past several years. But what we know is that the folks in the Gulf are incredibly resilient. What we also know is that national service has played an essential role in the Gulf. If you look at Katrina, national service, volunteerism, nonprofits really have played a continuing essential role in taking on the challenges of Katrina. We think it's going to be the same thing with the oil spill. We've been working closely with our state commissions in Louisiana, Alabama, Florida, and Texas to take on these issues. We think that the hard work is yet to come. It is filling the human needs, the social service needs of these communities, which are going to be plenty moving forward. So I think that, I was just in the Gulf a couple weeks ago, and I'm going to be in the Gulf again next week, working with the players on the ground. But it's clear. It's clear that national service is going to play an important role, that these communities are going to take on this challenge, and that more than anywhere in this country, people in communities, volunteers, are going to take up the mantle, tilt towards solutions, and make a difference.
Looking ahead to the next 6 months, what are your biggest priorities?
Well, it's been a great 6 months so far, but there's a lot of work to do. So as I think about the next 6 months moving forward, there are some practical things. We need to continue to get our grant money out. We need to continue to build a team, and we need to continue to work on our strategic plan. Those are really the important things we need to have happen. But as I think about what we're really trying to get done here, it takes me back to my 4 pillars. The notion of that we have to continue to demonstrate that service is a solution. We have to continue to expand opportunities for all Americans to serve. We have to continue to build enduring capacity of individuals, organizations, and communities to solve their problems. And we have to continue to find innovation in communities. Ultimately, what we're about is demonstrating that service is a solution to some of our most entrenched problems in this country. But more than that the Corporation for National and Community Service is in the solutions business. That's what this has to be about. It has to be about making a difference. It has to be about looking back and be able to demonstrate that facing the toughest challenges, volunteerism and national service stood up and made a difference.
Well, thanks, Patrick, for your time.
Well, thank you, Mulu, for your service, for all the great work you're doing at NCCC, and thank you for being part of the national service experience for all our programs, all the people out there who are really making a difference. We couldn't do it without you, so thank you very much.